When I explain Mortal Online 2 to somebody, I talk about how it's a game that I've always wanted. It's a game that I've thought about since I was a kid, playing Oblivion on the couch with my dad. Every time we would die, we would trade saves, see how long we could live before we would give the control over again. Mortal Online 2 is a first-person sandbox MMO inside of a fantasy world. The adventures and the experiences that you'll be able to have in this game are like no other. My time spending the beta has been filled with just walking into a direction and finding people along the road, making friendships, using VoIP in-game to be able to tell each other our story, and possibly even fighting each other and taking each other's stuff. The beauty of Mortal Online 2 is that it's what you want to make it. Think of this game like an Elder Scrolls game that's online and is hardcore. So hardcore, I keep on saying that. What do I mean by that? Well, it takes a lot of ideas and systems from Ultima Online. Back in the days when things weren't really handed to you and you had to work over time to progress. If you want to know more about this style of progression, make sure you check out my Mortal Online 2 starter guide, which will be coming out before launch. Mortal Online 2 offers a really deep and diverse crafting system where you can make your weapons look any way you want with the materials that you want based on your character's build. Do you want to craft some of the best bows in the game? You can be the best bow crafter in the game if that's what you want to focus on. The crafting is really deep and unique, and if you really like crafting, I think this is going to be the game for you. The world is absolutely insanely huge, and walking from end to end takes a long time. And inside of this world is so much to discover. So stumbling upon a cave with spiders in it or a river that you've never seen before is an exciting experience, because this game provides that exploration feel that not a lot of other games have. The combat in Mortal Online 2 can be broken down into a few things. It has melee combat such as Chivalry and Mordhouse, so it has directional based blocking and swinging. You can also use a bow so you can shoot people from a range, or you can use magic to be able to heal your allies or defeat your enemies. You can also tame animals and have them fight for you. Everything in the game progresses based on how you do that and what you want to do. Do you want to become good at using a bow? Well, you have to start off with the worst. You're using very light bows, then you can go to long bows and heavy draw bows, and then you can become good at riding around on a horse while using a bow at the same time. I, for instance, at launch will be going completely hardcore into taming. I want to get myself an army of animals and run around and have my animals attack things for me. Mortal Online 2 is also a sandbox world, so you'll be able to build houses and have your own humble abode inside of the world if you so choose. Now, this is expensive, so not everybody's going to be able to have it right in the beginning, but it's something to progress towards. And there's a lot of open space in the world for you to be able to put these houses down and build towns and communities with you and your friends. Are you in a guild, or are you part of an organized group of people? Well, there's a lot of guild mechanics inside of the game to be able to have fun with your friends. You can build a keep that you can operate out of. There's going to be keep sieges inside of the game. The guild can literally take over an entire city if they like by killing all the guards and then running that city. I also really think VoIP adds a lot to this game. Being able to come across other people in the world, talk about your experiences, talk about your stories, become either an ally or a foe just based on having a conversation with a person is going to add to a lot of really fun RP elements and a lot of really fun stories and things that you wouldn't get out of any other game, because there's always going to be that threat of this person could kill you, but I can use my words to talk myself out of it. I really think there's going to be a lot of fun content that you're going to be able to create just by using your mic. Now, Mortal Online 2 is a indie game, so don't expect things to be perfect right off the bat. It's going to be a little rough around the edges. There's going to be some bugs. There's going to be some server issues on launch. But if you're interested in making a story in a game that you really can't have anywhere else, exploring caves, making memories with friends, building up entire cities, becoming the best crafter or trader in the game, running farms for animals, becoming the best fisherman, the game is endless with its possibilities. And all it really takes is your imagination to be able to make the game what it is. As far as the monetization strategy goes, it's a monthly sub, and I know a lot of people get turned off by that. There's going to be no microtransactions. There's going to be no shop. Everything in the game is going to be earned in the game. So I'll gladly pay $15 a month to be able to play the game and know that my experience won't be tainted or lessened because of all these microtransactions. Ever since I was a kid with my dad, playing Oblivion on the couch side by side, I wanted a first-person fantasy MMO experience like Mortal Online 2. I really hope that this game delivers and becomes something that a lot of people enjoy. It has the possibility of becoming bigger than a niche audience due to the way it can tell stories. Think about games like Tarkov and Rust, where the content creation community has really taken them to the next level, or Among Us, where that game was basically made via content creators. Now, they aren't first-person survival hardcore MMOs, but just imagine people like me and other content creators creating some of these wonderful stories for you guys to experience. If you're still not sold on it, like I said in the beginning, I'll be streaming it on my Twitch channel on launch, so make sure you come over there, hang out, see some of the stories and adventures we're going to be going on, and I hope to see you guys in game. Until next time, peace and love, everyone.